Hello and welcome to this In the Club special. We are calling this Padmavati an epic controversy. I am Sushant Mehta. Now we've seen protests, threats, appeals and a lot of headlines generated courtesy this controversy, which at its core is about faith, history and creative freedom. Now a death threat has been issued against Sanjay Leela Bhansali, and the Karni Sena has even issued a threat saying they will chop off Deepika Padukone's nose. Here's our top story. After repeated threats and shocking incidents of vandalism across the country, the Karni Sena has now issued a death threat to filmmaker Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
या कोई क्षत्रिय समाज का कोई लड़का उनकी जो गर्दन काट के लेके आएगा, क्षत्रिय समाज उनकी गर्दन काटने वाले युवक को 5 करोड़ रुपए का इनाम देगा।
The Karni Sena also warned Deepika Padukone of dire consequences, a reaction to Deepika's challenge to fringe groups where she announced that no one could stop this film. In another dramatic press conference, Karni Sena chief Lokendra Kalvi reiterated his stand, calling for a nationwide band on 1st December, when the film is scheduled to release.
लोग सारे पूछ रहे हैं 12 तारीख को क्या होगा। मैंने कहा ये तो एक झांकी है, अभी बहुत कुछ बाकी है। 16 4 स्त्रियों के साथ मर मिटने वाली रानी पद्मिनी के श्रद्धांजलि की जगह अपमान है।
पद्मावती के नाम पे ये लोग भड़काने का काम बंद नहीं करेंगे, तो दीपिका जी आप भी सुरक्षित रहिएगा। राजपूत क्षत्रिय है, हाथ नहीं उठाएंगे, पर सूर्यपंखा की तरह नाक काटना अभी छोड़ा नहीं है क्षत्रिय ने।
Just days ago, the Karni Sena took to the streets in Bengaluru, holding massive protests against the release of Padmavati. Earlier, we saw vandalism and protests in Kota and Jaipur in Rajasthan. In Gurugram too, BJP workers protested against the film, tearing its posters at a cinema hall. Remember, the Karni Sena had roughed up Bhansali on the sets of Padmavati in Jaipur and even torched the sets of the film in Kolhapur. What's more, even UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath wants the release date of the film to be pushed. The UP government has written a letter to the central government for the same.
सरकार का जो पक्ष है वो हम लोगों ने लिखित रूप से भेज दिया है। मुझे लगता है कि जनभावनाओं का सम्मान सबको करना होगा। ऐतिहासिक तथ्यों के साथ तोड़ मरोड़ कर कोई भी ऐसा कार्य नहीं होना चाहिए जिससे समाज में उत्तेजना फैले।
Interestingly, the film still awaits certification from the censor board. Deepika Padukone has broken her silence on the protests against the release of Padmavati. Deepika said, and I quote, "As a woman, I feel proud to be part of this film and to tell this story, which needs to be told. What have we gotten ourselves into? And where have we reached as a nation? We have regressed. The only people we are answerable to is the censor board, and I know and I believe that nothing can stop the release of this film. This is not about Padmavati. We are fighting a much bigger battle." This statement landed the 31-year-old actress in an epic controversy, as trolls continued to badmouth and humiliate the actress online, claiming that the film is nowhere close to the iconic reality of Rani Padmini. And Rajasthani queens did not entertain their darbar to the tunes of Ghumar. Cine actress Deepika Padukone giving us lecture on regression. Nation can progress only when it is regression from her perspective. Apart from Swami, politicians from as many as 5 states are protesting against the release of Sanjay Leela Bhansali's magnum opus. From Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat to Maharashtra and the epicenter of the chaos, Rajasthan. In fact, just moments after Swami's rant on Deepika and Padmavati, a cinema hall in Kota was vandalized by the Karni Sena.
हमने तो पूरी ईमानदारी से आपको फिल्म बनाने दी है, लेकिन अब आप अपने जो वादे से मुकर गए, उसका परिणाम होगा कि 1 तारीख को पूरे भारत में आग लगेगी। उसके लिए कहीं ना कहीं केंद्र की सरकार, प्रदेश की सरकार और भंसाली प्रोडक्शन जिम्मेदार रहेगा।
Meanwhile, the Hindi film industry has been supportive of Team Padmavati. Salman Khan has stood by his Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam director, reportedly even greenlighting the movie promotions on his reality show Big Boss, where Shahid and Deepika will be visiting him this weekend. Plus Farhan Akhtar, Javed Akhtar, Rajkumar Rao and Karan Johar too voiced their opinions.
I've said this is not about just those 2 films or just about the film that you mentioned. This has happened in the past with many films. And every single time it's happened, I mean, I have spoken up very openly and said that it should not. I'm totally against anything being banned. There are films that are banned. Even people who ban the films that you are talking about protest that why have these films been banned? So it's just like a tit for tat banning that's going on. I think it is up to then the government, the INB ministry and the government to protect your film and to protect the filmmakers. That's what I've always felt, and that's what I feel even about these.
I hope that he's protected by people who understand that क्रिएटिविटी इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन। उन्होंने खुद कहा कि ऐसी कोई चीज नहीं है उस फिल्म में जो किसी को चोट पहुंचाएगी, किसी को दर्द देगी, किसी की सेंसिबिलिटीज को ऑफेंड करेगी।
फिल्मों को हिस्ट्री मत समझिए और हिस्ट्री को फिल्म न समझिए। आप गौर से देखिए, आप फिल्में देखिए, एंजॉय कीजिए, और हिस्ट्री में अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं तो सीरियसली हिस्ट्री पढ़िए।
Deepika and team are up against Rajput pride, vote bank politics, hired guns, and as some suggest, they are even up against history. Speaking exclusively to India Today, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari has backed protesters, saying filmmakers must keep in mind the cultural and historical sensitivity of citizens.
एक बात है कि आपको बोलने का अधिकार है, लिखने का अधिकार है, बिल्कुल है, पर यह अधिकार नहीं है कि आपके लिखने से और आपके बोलने से आप किसी इतिहास, किसी संस्कृति, विरासत के प्रतीकों का अपमान करें।
Centre's pro-protest stand comes even as Deepika and Bhansali are facing death threats from right-wing groups. But on the flip side, Shashi Tharoor said that Indian Maharajas who, during the British rule, had wasted no time in trying to get into the good books of India's former colonists were now indirectly claiming through fringe groups that their prestige was at stake by hounding a filmmaker. He said, and I quote, "Every single one of these so-called valorous Maharajas who today are after a Mumbai filmmaker because their honor is at stake, they were less concerned about their honor when the British were trampling all over it. They scurried to accommodate themselves." His stand met with instant fire online, and Congress MP Jyotiraditya Scindia lashed out at Shashi Tharoor.
मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा शशि थरूर जी को भी इतिहास पढ़ना चाहिए, लेकिन मैं ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया हूं, भारत का एक गौरवान्वित नागरिक हूं।
As protests against the film continue to intensify, there is immense pressure on Team Padmavati to screen the film for politicians and right-wing groups. Now with Swami targeting Deepika Padukone, and now it seems like Sanjay Leela Bhansali will have to come down to the negotiating table with Rajput organizations and BJP leaders. Entertainment Bureau, India Today. But who was Rani Padmavati? Well, allow us to transport you to the Padmini Palace in Chittorgarh as we explore the legend of Queen Padmavati and reveal that Bhansali's film is not the first time Padmavati's story will make it to the celluloid. This is the Padmini Palace, located in Chittorgarh. An information board welcomes you to the fort, and this is the text etched on stone. It is said that here Rana Ratan Singh showed a glimpse of the legendary beauty of his wife Padmini to Alauddin Khilji through a mirror, after which Alauddin Khilji went to the extent of ravaging Chittor in order to possess her. This board has been set up by the ASI, or the Archaeological Survey of India, but the credibility of its content is under the scanner. The room where, as legend has it, Alauddin Khilji saw Rani Padmini's reflection in a mirror and was mesmerized by her beauty has reportedly been sealed. This after members of the Karni Sena reportedly vandalized the room and shattered the mirrors placed by the authorities.
So this is the main area of the Rani Padmavati Mahal right here at the Chittorgarh Fort, and this is the place where the Rajput Karni Sena have completely desecrated, because right inside they vandalized this room. This is the room which is full of mirrors inside. It's been now sealed by the ASI after the Rajput Karni Sena totally vandalized it. It's full of mirrors inside, and as per ASI records, this was the place where Alauddin Khilji was shown a reflection of Rani Padmavati.
Karni Sena activists claim that Alauddin Khilji never saw Queen Padmini, and this story about the Queen's reflection is just a myth. Earlier, the Karni Sena opposed a romantic dream sequence between Alauddin Khilji and Rani Padmavati, which they suspected had been included in Sanjay Leela Bhansali's film. Legend has it that Rani Padmini and her companions committed self-immolation or johar to protect themselves from Alauddin Khilji, who took over Chittor. But there are some holes in the narrative of the protesters. Firstly, why is the Padmini Palace in such bad shape if the Queen was literally worshipped and means so much to the community?
Well, just like Karan Johar, who released a video message last year, Sanjay Leela Bhansali too broke his silence and released an explainer video. So up next, the lowdown on the entire Padmavati controversy. It's Rajput pride versus history versus facts versus vote bank politics, artistic freedom, hired guns, and how much do we know about Queen Padmavati?
He was roughed up in Jaipur, his set torched in Kolhapur, and goons vandalized a Padmavati-themed Rangoli in Gujarat. Yes, what started as just another episode of a right-wing fringe group bullying a filmmaker has now snowballed into a full-blown controversy, with politicians from as many as 5 states protesting against the release of Sanjay Leela Bhansali's magnum opus. From Telangana to Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat to Maharashtra, and the epicenter of the chaos, Rajasthan. Leaders from the BJP and the Congress have attacked Bhansali for hurting Rajput sentiments. This when none of the protesters have even seen the film. Director Sanjay Leela Bhansali, who has been a mute spectator during the entire ordeal against his film, decided to finally break his silence. Let's listen in to what one of India's most celebrated contemporary directors had to say.
आपसे कुछ कहना चाहता हूं। मैंने ये फिल्म पद्मावती बहुत ईमानदारी से, जिम्मेदारी से, मेहनत से बनाई है। मैं रानी पद्मावती की कहानी से हमेशा से प्रभावित रहा हूं, और ये फिल्म उनकी वीरता, उनके आत्म बलिदान को नमन करती है। पर कुछ अफवाहों की वजह से ये फिल्म विवादों का मुद्दा बन चुकी है। अफवाह ये है कि फिल्म में रानी पद्मावती और अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के बीच में कोई ड्रीम सीक्वेंस दर्शाया गया है। मैंने इस बात को पहले ही नकारा है, लिखित प्रमाण भी दिया है इस बात का पहले, और आज इस वीडियो के माध्यम से मैं फिर से दोहरा रहा हूं कि हमारी फिल्म में रानी पद्मावती और अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के बीच में ऐसा कोई सीन नहीं है जो किसी की भावनाओं को ठेस पहुंचाए या जज्बातों को तकलीफ दे।
So Bhansali just reiterated what his team announced on day one of the controversy. There is no romantic scene, no dream sequence, no choti si love story between Rani Padmavati and Alauddin Khilji. No such sequence has been included in the film. But rather than repeating himself, isn't it high time Bhansali looked beyond his rollover and die strategy and stopped issuing clarifications for fringe groups and netas? Can the film industry come together and face fringe groups and self-serving politicians as a united front? This seems like deja vu all over again. First the threats, then the vandalism, and then what Karan's friend Twinkle Khanna described as a hostage video. Remember this?
I need to say this, and I say this with strength, that for me, my country comes first. Nothing else matters to me but my country. Going forward, I would like to say that of course I will not engage with talent from the neighboring country given the circumstance. I respect the Indian Army. I salute the Indian Army.
Karan Johar had to record his patriotic vows and share the video publicly. Now it seems Bhansali is following in Kejo's footsteps. Remember, Kejo's hostage video was followed by a compromise meeting between Karan Johar and Raj Thackeray, hosted by CM Devendra Fadnavis. However, Bhansali's situation is different. He's up against Rajput pride, vote bank politics, hired guns, and as some suggest, he's even up against history. There is immense pressure on Bhansali and his entire team to screen the film for politicians and right-wing groups. Gujarat State President I.K. Jadeja announced that the party had written to the Election Commission stating that Padmavati should not be released as it distorts history. The party also sent a letter to the censor board urging the CBFC to re-examine the film. The historic drama based on Rani Padmavati and Delhi Sultan Alauddin Khilji's ransack of Chittor is set for a December 1st release. Gujarat is going to polls on December 9 and 14. The BJP's official stand on the film comes just days after their leader Shankar Singh Waghela wanted to see the film before its official release. This while Maharashtra's tourism minister Jaikumar Raval reportedly demanded a ban on the film as the movie could hurt the sentiments of the Rajput community and cause unrest in the state. A BJP MLA from Telangana, a BJP MP from Ujjain, and even BJP MP Divya Kumari, who belongs to Jaipur's royal family, demanded a ban on the film, which according to them distorts history.
And I think, like I always say, nothing and no one can stop this film.
Bhansali's options are limited. With growing political pressure, it seems Bhansali too will have to negotiate with leaders and Rajput organizations. What's more, Bhansali may even have to screen his film, maybe even multiple times, for different organizations and parties. At 3 hours and 13 minutes, Padmavati is Bhansali's longest film till date. The film will be distributed in the international market by Hollywood studio Paramount Pictures. But it will be interesting to see how the National Award-winning filmmaker Sanjay Leela Bhansali will navigate his film Padmavati out of this never-ending controversy.
Well, that's all for today. Do send me your feedback at Sushant_I_Today on Twitter. Till next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.